good day everyone. So this video is all about climate change, and our teacher, Mr. LJ Lambolota, gave us an assignment which has 3 questions, and this is my video recording assignment. So number 1. What significant contribution can individuals make in response to climate change? As a youth of this country, there are many ways on how we can contribute in response to climate change. There are many ways, yet many ways in response to climate change. Listing a few of the top most in my mind. So, number 1. You could contribute to cleanliness of the society or protection of nature by participating in volunteer-driven programs. Number 2, less use of private transport and more use of public transport. Number 3, choose to not waste electricity. If possible, choose to purchase power from the lowest polluting provider. If you can get solar panel, then do so. 4. Minimize the use of plastics when purchasing goods. And lastly, avoid cutting trees. When trees are cut down and burned or allowed to rot, their stored carbon is released into the air as carbon dioxide, and this how deforestation and forest degradation contribute to global warming. Those are just on top of my mind, but there are many ways you can contribute. You can contribute in your own way to make someone smile, to make someone's life worth living, and make someone's burden reduce to a great deal. Number 2. Is climate change preventable? Many years ago, climate change was preventable, but now it is inevitable. If only the government didn't keep on denying about climate change, we can do ways to prevent it from happening. In cities such as Miami and New Orleans, in low-lying areas could disappear from our landscape due to the rising sea levels, which is caused by the shrinking of ice sheets. The Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets have decreased in mass. Data from NASA's Gravity Recovery and Climate Experiment shows Greenland lost an average of 268 billion tons of ice per year between 1993 and 2016, while Antarctica lost about 127 billion tons of ice per year during the same time period. The root cause of shrinking ice sheets is a high temperature. The planet's average surface temperature has risen about 1.62 degrees Fahrenheit since the late 19th century, a change driven largely by increased carbon dioxide and other human-made emissions into the atmosphere. Everything we see is happening now as happened before and will happen again. It's predictable, so instead of trying to control climate change, we should focus on preparing to deal with the effects of climate change. So number 3. What should be the significant contribution of the society as well as the government in mitigating the hazards caused by climate change? As an individual, we know that a single or small actions is already a big help in mitigating the hazards of climate change. Listing some of the possible contributions individual and the government help in mitigating the hazard caused by climate change. Number 1. Protection and restore of the ecosystems. We need to protect our ecosystems because it provides us food. They provide everything that we need. Respect for nature is fundamental. The government must protect the ecosystems, key to the fight against climate change. Number 2. Choose not to waste too much electricity. If possible, use solar panel. Solar energy is one of the ways we can try to prevent the effects of climate change. By reducing our CO2 or carbon dioxide emissions and releasing fewer pollutants in the air, we can all do our part to slow down climate change. We must protect our environment, not just for our own good, but also for the many.